Joining us now exclusively on the phone, I'm sorry, I would love to be, but on the phone,
phone's good,
is Eli Lilly Chairman CEO Dave Ricks. Dave, when I saw you at the JP Morgan conference, there were a lot of people who were kind of bummed that you were not able to raise guidance because they thought things were great. This was a remarkable guidance raise. What's it coming from?
Hey, Jim, good morning, and good to be with you today. Yeah, well, as you said, we had a super strong quarter in Q3. The real star, of course, is tirzepatide, Mounjaro, Zepbound. In the U.S., both gained share in a fast-growing market leadership in the U.S. in both diabetes and obesity. And then, really probably the upside here versus the street was driven by really strong international performance. We rolled out early this year Mounjaro in places like China, Brazil, India, and what we're seeing is a global demand for this product. It's still early days. We're just a few years into this, but tirzepatide really a strong performer, and the balance of the portfolio did really well as well. So very strong operational quarter. Proud of the team there, and a number of good pipeline readouts too, with the oral pill orforglipron completing its phase 3 program, and we'll submit here in Q4, and another cancer medication got approved, our oral SERD, imlunestrant. So exciting progress in Q3, and beat and raise, and go do it again in Q4, and get to 26. We're excited about the trajectory of the company.
Dave, you had a very, speaking of exciting, speech that you gave in Chicago at the Economics Club, where you used the term billions, as in billions of doses of the pill. You and I have talked over and over again that the persistence of using a needle, the injection, is not great. Will the pill be another step function forward, and are you able to get that pill approved with the government shutdown?
Yeah, well, we've been ramping both production and planning for really a broad global rollout for orforglipron upon regulatory approval. I don't control the government, but what we've seen so far, and I just mentioned we had a cancer medicine recently approved, and there are even approvals this week. So FDA seems to be busy at work, and remember, they're funded by user fees, so delinked from the normal government funding equation. We expect that to continue. But we built ahead inventory so we can introduce this product around the world, and it's a daily oral pill. And as you're pointing out, some people don't want to do the injection to begin with. A lot of people who get to their weight target will want to transition to something less intrusive as a weekly injection, and we think that's a great spot for orforglipron as well. And based on a lot of health systems I mentioned earlier, these middle-income countries really rapidly adopting Mounjaro, but they have trouble with refrigeration and cold chain and so forth. And so an oral solid is really an important addition to our lineup here. We expect a strong performance from orforglipron when it's launched globally.
I was very excited about your potential key events. I felt there was news here that's buried on page 17 of the deck. You're talking about a trial for knee pain, a trial for back pain. Now you're starting to talk about 100 million people in the United States. Let's figure out how this thing could be.
Yeah, what you're pointing out, I think what we've been focused on, so far is sort of the weight loss indication itself, and now we're going to add a few more medicines with the oral pill, and then you're invoking there the triple-acting retatrutide. This promises to have an even more weight loss than Zepbound or Mounjaro. We'll have to see the data later this year, but the first study that will read out for that triple-acting agent will actually be in knee pain, which is interesting. So here's another chapter of the growth story on the weight loss drugs, which is they have these both direct and indirect effects on things like inflammation. We hope to prove that patients who have overweight or obesity with chronic knee pain find relief with retatrutide, in addition to losing weight. So that's an exciting kind of new vector. We're also starting, you'll see in our key events, a new study here looking at effects on the brain. Addictive properties, and we've got a study starting this quarter for brenipatide, another GLP-GIP medicine in that setting. More to come there, and that's sort of another tranche of growth that we're going to find, is these medicines not only treat obesity directly, but can help so many other health conditions.